Welcome to This Week in Poker, your source for the latest happenings in poker news. We've got all the top stories on the major poker tournaments, what's happening in Vegas, the online world, as well as high-stakes cash games. But first, let's begin with updates from the tournament trail. We've got a new European Poker Tour champion. The 2008 Polish Open saw a field of 217 players. The last one standing was Joao Barbosa. On his 26th birthday, Barbosa snagged the prestigious title as well as more than €367,000. Back in the U.S., the $5,000 buy-in WSOP Lake Tahoe Circuit event ended at the beginning of the week, and Michael Binger outlasted the 132-player field. Binger picked up just over $181,000 as well as 624 Card Player of the Year points, boosting him to 6th in the race. John Fan is still holding us strong in the #1 spot. Now on to Strip Poker News. This Sunday, the $2,500 buy-in Venetian Deep Stack Extravaganza main event begins at noon. The poker room is running single-table satellites around the clock for players to get in for cheap. All entrants in the main event receive $20,000 in starting chips, and blind levels are 90 minutes long. There's a brand new casino in Las Vegas. Aliante Station is finally open, and it's got a 12-table poker room that offers 1, 3, and 2-5 no-limit hold'em, 2-4 limit hold'em, $2 to $10 spread limit hold'em, and 4-8 limit Omaha High and Omaha 8 or better. The room is not yet running tournaments, but will debut a schedule in December or January. We've got an online promotion this weekend exclusively for our viewers and readers. Card Player has teamed up with Bodog for an exclusive promotion called Pro Bowl in Paradise. It is a series of 26 events culminating in a final that awards a VIP trip to Hawaii to watch football's Pro Bowl live and from fantastic seats. The final is an invitational tournament, and only those at the top of the leaderboard will be invited to play. In order to compete, you must register at the site listed below before signing up for events, and only those who either sign up for Bodog now through Card Player or who have signed up through Card Player in the past are eligible for the series. This Sunday will mark the 8th tournament, so there's still plenty of time to rack up points. It starts at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's a $6 buy-in, no-limit hold'em rebuy event, which can be found in the Bodog lobby under the private tab. It is called the CP Series Qualifier. For more details on this promotion, check out the story in Poker News archives on cardplayer.com. And now it's time for the Nosebleed session of the week. Not out of the ordinary, there was tons of high-stakes cash game action over at Full Tilt Poker. In one session of 200-400 pot limit Omaha, Patrick Antonius was involved in a particularly entertaining hand heads up. Mr. B to you son raised on the button with Ace-2, Queen-Jack with the Queen-Jack of clubs. Antonius calls with the Ace-Ace, King-6 with the Ace-6 of clubs. The flop comes King-9-10, the King and 10 being clubs. Antonius bets with the nut flush draw. Mr. B to you son raises in position with the nut straight and an open-ended straight flush draw. Antonius calls. The turn is a deuce of clubs, giving Antonius the nut flush and Mr. B to you son the second nut flush. The money gets all in on the turn. Since Antonius has the ace of clubs, Mr. B to you son needs only the 9 of clubs to complete his straight flush to win the hand. Bam! The 9 of clubs comes on the river, and Antonius is one-outed in a $162,000 pot. Ouch. That makes your latest bad beat seem not so bad, doesn't it? Don't feel too bad for Antonius, as he still managed to come out a small winner for the session. If you're a Card Player TV regular, which you all should be, I'm sure you are familiar with our beloved Mike Matusow. May I present to you A Moment with Mike.
And now, A Moment with Mike.
I'm getting warm and I gotta fucking poop.
This moment was brought to you by Mike the Mouth Matusow.
Thanks for tuning in to This Week in Poker. Have a great weekend and a happy Thanksgiving. There will be no episode next week, but we'll be back the week after that. I'm Chris Jarnett for Card Player TV.